as soon as this training is over. Okay, so let's proceed. So the first, these are real people's issues, just like I told you, and how they were resolved. The first case is a case of a provincial nominee applicant. This is a PMP that was linked to an express entry profile, and the application was kicked out of the express entry pool due to incomplete documentation. Now, let me just give you a quick background on that. Prior to express entry, when all applications are paper-based, once you are sending your applications, the full applications to Canada, you have to send everything by courier, okay? And if the first thing they're going to do at the central intake office in Nova Scotia is to check through your document. That's why they call that office Central Intake Office, CIO. They check through the documents to be so sure everything is complete. If your document is not complete, it will be sent back to you. As a matter of fact, that same process, that same approach is still being used even here in Canada when you are applying for Canadian citizenship. I know people, I have a few friends that their application for Canadian citizenship was returned to them because it wasn't complete. However, when express entry started, the same law is still at work, is still at play. But instead of returning your paper application, because in express entry you don't submit, you don't courier application, you send them online. They are all digitally uploaded. So if anything is wrong with your application, then instead of sending the paper applications back to you, they will kick that application out of the express entry pool. And because that application is in the express entry pool, automatically the old express entry profile will no longer be active. This was the background to this particular case I want to share with you. So this person got created an express entry profile, as you can see there, on the 14th of August 2021, and she got a congratulatory message is from the system. Now, on eventually, because she got this is a PMP League express entry profile, she got a nomination from the province of Manitoba, and she got this particular mail for her to either accept or decline the nomination. Now, when she accepted the nomination in October 25, she also got this particular mail stating that she has received additional 600 points to whatever she had in her express entry profile, giving her access to getting an ITA, invitation to apply. This was exactly what she did. She got an invitation to apply after this, and of course, once you get an ITA, all you need to do is to send all your digital record, the forms, the supporting documents. You have to upload everything on the express entry, which this person did. Unfortunately, the application was rejected because of the following issue: due to incomplete document uploaded, and the step she wanted to take before she was linked to me was she wanted to go get a lawyer because she thought she doesn't understand what happened, she doesn't understand the law, and she felt maybe the visa officer did the wrong thing. So one way or the other, she spoke to somebody who spoke to me here in Canada, and I told her it is the law. If you get a lawyer, the lawyer is just going to collect your money, and there's nothing that will come out of it. That this is exactly what this means. So I explained to her. The letter she got says that the reason why this application was rejected or was kicked out of the express entry was because she has 2 kids, and whoever helped her to upload those documents mistakenly upload the passport data page of one child over the other child. So a passport data page appeared for 2 children, leaving out one of the children's passport data page unuploaded. Okay, so this was considered an incomplete application. Unfortunately, as at February 2nd, when she got this letter, our Manitoba nomination certificate is due to expire in April. Okay, so she has limited time. So, and unfortunately, again, between the time that she got into express entry, just like I showed you on August 14, and when this issue happened, she already celebrated another birthday. So her age has increased, which automatically has reduced a point for age under the selection factors. So when this happened, we had 2 issues. Number one, we have to deal with a Manitoba nomination certificate that is due to expire very soon, and we also have to deal with how to get her back inside the express entry pool, considering the fact that our age has increased. So the first thing that was quick, that we had to do quickly, was to draft a letter to Manitoba to tell them what happened and to request that Manitoba should please extend the validity of our nomination certificate. And this is a copy of the letter I drafted for this person. That letter was drafted on the 8th of February, as you can see there, and it was addressed to them. Another thing I told her was that she needs to go and write another language proficiency exam. And the reason is very simple. You cannot, the only thing you can change quickly, the only thing you can modify quickly is language proficiency. She cannot change her age, number one. And she cannot get another qualification, maybe a master's degree or a PhD overnight or within 2 months. No. The only thing that she can quickly do to increase her CRS score to accommodate the shortfall of 10 points is to go sit for another IELTS, or for the husband to sit for another IELTS. And she said the husband is not going to do it, just like many in Nigeria will not. I don't know why. And so I encouraged her. She went ahead. She wrote the IELTS. And this was what happened. So what you have here are some of the conversation we had via WhatsApp. And that's what she said about me. Hi, immigration prof, and things like that. And you can see the date. That date was March 15, 2022. You can see from what she said, MPMP responded to that mail. And also, then she now said, I got a message from MPMP. They have extended the certificate, and thanks a million and whatever. And again, you will also see there on the 16th of May 2022, she got an ITA. She gave me that message that she has gotten an ITA, meaning because she wrote the IELTS, she had this course that she wanted, so she was able to go back into the express entry pool, and at the same time, that express entry profile was linked to the Manitoba certificate, which has been extended for her, and eventually she got an ITA. That is what I'm talking about. That is the benefit and the power of somebody who can mentor you. It saves you money, it saves you stress, and it's somebody who can give you the right direction on where to go on the journey. And so that is one. The next one I'm going to quickly share with you is a case. It's another PMP applicant, but it's a paper-based applicant of 2019. But this application had series of issues right from the beginning, just because the applicant is so naive, doesn't really understand how many of these things work. So this person is a medical laboratory professional in Nigeria, and at the level of the MPMP in the first place, MPMP had some issues with some of his documents, and they issued him a PFL, that is called a procedural fairness letter, for him to clear certain doubts, certain assumptions, or certain issues about this document. As you can see from that direction of the arrow, the concerns they have with his professional document. So all I had to do was to help him draft a letter, and to also write a cover note like this, send it to him for him to upload to them, stating that the reason for some of those things and what he has done to address some of those concerns. And that issue got went through. He got Manitoba nomination, and again another thing happened. He got nomination in 2019, and he was sent a biometric in November 2019, but he did not know. As a matter of fact, this guy was so laid back that he did not even know how to check his email. Every now and then, he keeps sending me messages. Can you help me do this? Can you help? I said, there are certain things I can help you to do, and there are certain things you should learn how to do yourself. Well, long story short, he was not conversant, and he did not even tell me. I actually assumed he has done biometrics, but unfortunately, nothing happened until 2021, when after talking to me again, I said, okay, let me even find out what is happening, because we thought that probably there has been a delay on his application unnecessarily, not knowing that he was the one who has not responded to what IRCC requested. Okay, so I requested for a GCMS note, that's a global case management system. A GCMS note is a document that you can request for, especially when you are trying to find out what is happening to an application behind the scene. So I requested for that GCMS note with proof of that request there. That request was made on the 24th of July 2021, and I was shocked to my bone marrow when the report came, and I realized that this guy has been sent a biometric request since November 2019, and he did not know. He did not know. Anyway, I had to come up with a letter for him and to appeal to IRCC. I had to hide behind COVID, stating that COVID was the reason for the delay and stuff and things like that. And eventually, after a few weeks of following up with IRCC, they sent him another biometrics, which he has done. So he has done biometrics now. He has uploaded additional information that they requested from him. He has done medicals, and the guy is currently in the UK. And I'm going to show you one of these videos very soon, and it's going to be coming to Canada very, very soon. The third case, which is a case of a study permit, very, very interesting case of somebody who followed me, who responded to my newsletter, just like I said. And you will notice this was a newsletter I send. I normally send newsletters to some of my subscribers, and this guy got this particular newsletter from me on the 15th of September 2021. And in this newsletter, I was talking about some of these challenges, just like I mentioned here, lack of information. So he responded to that newsletter because I make reference to a particular, to the University of Manitoba extended education program in that particular newsletter. He responded to it, and I'm so sure maybe one of you listening to me today, maybe you're also my subscriber, and you got this same email from me that day and you didn't do anything about it. But this guy did something about it. And as you can see here, you will see correspondence between him. I sent that letter on the 15th of September. This guy started acting on it from the 16th of September, as you can see down the line. And our conversation between me and him, September 16, September 18, and all through. Okay. And he filled the form, he did everything I told him to do, and this guy got admission. He got admission letter in November 1, 2021, and he followed through the process. He paid the down payment he's supposed to pay, and you can see in March 2022, this guy got his visa approved. The visa has been approved, as you can see there, and by April 2022, he has picked up the visa, as you can see there. And this is a visa copy. I already blocked out the sensitive information. This is the visa copy for this person to show you what he has gotten. And this whole process took 7 months. Between the time he got the message from me, between the time he filled the application form, not the application form for the visa, the application form for the school. Okay, so from the day one that this person acted on the information that I gave to him, or to the time he landed in Canada from point A to Z, only took him 7 months. And you can see there, bros, I don't land in Winnipeg already. So this is what I'm talking about in terms of what it means for somebody to be there, to walk you through a process, to mentor you through the process, to be at your back, to push you. This guy actually confirmed to me that it was some of the push I gave him that actually led to this kind of result that he got through this particular process. Okay, so let's look at this case study number 4 quickly. I know time is running out, and I know some of you guys are you are really enjoying what I'm showing you here, and that is the idea behind what I'm doing here. I want you to be encouraged, I want you to be inspired, and I want you to take action. So for this person almost gave up at a particular point in time. She applied to this school at a point, and the admission was they told her in University of Manitoba that the admission was late and she missed the admission. So she was asking them in this mail if she could she missed an admission deadline, so she was asking them if she could use the same admission document for the next admission, and the school responded, and the admission session was open, and I had to follow up on her behalf, made some phone calls to the school when the admission opened, and then she applied for the next admission. The application also was submitted within a week, and she secured admission within a week because I was involved. So when the admission opened, I quickly submitted a document that were with me, and that was it. And this admission, you can see the date there, May 26. This is 2022. This was not last year. So you can see my correspondence with the school, because I was corresponding on her behalf, and then you can see the response of the school down there by May 30, and this is the admission letter that she got from the school, and now she's working towards applying for a visa so that she can resume school in January. So these are things that are possible. You can still see, even when she paid the non-refundable deposit down payment of $2,000, you can see the correspondence between myself and the school, as you can see there. So let's talk about you. Now you have listened to me, you have heard so many things that other people have achieved just because they listen to somebody who is willing to guide them. So what are you willing to do for yourself? This is your own time to decide how the next